Hi Tamers! We just got some big news. The Arbory update is coming out soon, probably next week. What a time to be alive. But what exactly is coming in this update? I've taken the time to comb through all the Discord leaks and discussions in an attempt to give you guys an idea of all the new content coming with the Arbory update. There's a lot to cover in this video, so let's jump right into it. First of all, the island. Arbory is the 6th and final main island to be released for Temtem. Each island has a focus on 2 of the 12 types in Temtem, and Arbory will focus on mental and melee Tems. The design for Arbory is a rainy island based on England, with some Scottish influence. Check out this outfit with the kilt you can get. Arbory has 2 main college towns in a constant rivalry. Properton, which looks like a Victorian-era city full of sophisticated academic tamers and their mental Temtem. And Lochburg, which is a Gothic-style city with dark alleys, plenty of pubs, and it's full of rowdy tamers with their melee Temtem. Does that mean we'll get 2 dojos on this island, sort of like Omninesia? Maybe. Along the way, we'll stop by a few areas like Meadowdale, Mudshire Marshes, and the Loch Adoir. With these new places, we're bound to find some new Temtem. So far, new Tems confirmed to be found in Arbory are Gorong, a pure melee ape Temtem, Valiar, a pure mental Tem we've seen a couple times used by antagonists in the story like General X, and Hazrat, a toxic and fire Tem. One of their traits has something to do with poison condition, triggered when an opponent's Tem switches out. This is also interesting because even though Arbory has a mental and melee theme, of course there will be other Tems with different type combinations there as well. We've also been teased about some unknown Tems coming along with the release of Arbory. In the recent Halloween post, we see what appears to be a cat and a spider sitting shadily atop the roof of a house. This cat might also be the same cat that this character's mask is designed after from another piece of art, since they both have glowing blue whiskers. If I had to predict, I'd guess this cat is a melee digital Tem. As for the spider, some kind of toxic type maybe? We were also teased by this frame in a recent PlayStation 5 trailer, 2 new Tems hidden in plain sight on a turnstile. To me, it looks like some kind of ostrich-like bird and a Godzilla-style crocodile with crystal spines standing on 2 legs. I like this ostrich as well because it's kind of a funny callback to the Temtem Steam wallpaper, where you can see Paharok running on 2 legs. This bird and the Paharo line have similar colors. Maybe they're related somehow? Speaking of birds, we're pretty much guaranteed to get a new 2Y evolution in Arbory. There's still 1 slot left in the Tempedia with the other 2Y evos, and there's always been 1 shrine per island so far. I would guess it's probably a melee wind Tem, since we already have Barnch as a mental wind Tem. Here's the foot of a Tem leaked. Could this be melee 2Y's foot? Maybe. I don't know, it's just an orange foot. There's not really much to go off of, but it might be melee 2Y's foot. And aside from that, we're probably getting this guy. I don't really know how to describe them, some kind of pink quadruped with 3 tails, most likely a mental type. We first saw this Tem all the way back in the original Kickstarter, and it appears to have a full 3D model and everything, so it will most likely be joining the game with this update. And those are just the handful of Tems we have information on. Yaw, the game's director, confirmed that we should be able to finish our Tempedia with 164 species with the Arbory cycle. That means 30 new Tems in total will be introduced with Arbory, with Temtem number 165 being a mythical added after 1.0. This is the most Tems added in a single patch since the launch of the game, and it'll be exciting to see what the mostly full roster looks like. Along with new Tems, there are going to be a ton of balance changes to existing Tems. Yaw has said that almost every Tem is receiving a balance tweak this patch. Specifically, we don't know what the changes will be, but it's safe to say that the strongest Tems, like the ones in this video, will receive some nerfs. And weaker Tems like Anahir, Taifu, and Waspine will probably be buffed. In fact, specifically, we know Pigapek is getting a signature move. Who knows what it could be, and who knows what other Tems will get flashy new techniques or traits. Anything could happen. Speaking of new techniques, we have seen a couple. Here are some creepy new mental moves, Depress and Horror. Jeez, Horror especially. I never thought I would see an Eldritch monster in my Temtem, but here we are. And there's also Extra Energy Slam, a neutral technique learned by Valiar, but we aren't 100% sure how it works, something to do with varying damage based on stamina. Gosh, I really hope Yaller doesn't get this move. Next up, let's look at 2 pieces of gear teased for Arbory. First up is some kind of blanket. When community manager Suki posted it, she wrote, "It's cold outside, take this with you." Well, we already have Matcha, a gear that removes the cold condition, so it would be weird if this item also somehow prevented the cold condition. We already have Umbrella and Coat, which reduce water and wind damage respectively, the only types with reference to cold. I'm not sure what other kind of cold this blanket could prevent. Maybe it gives you some kind of bonus while cold or frozen, sort of like how Pillow does with sleep. And then there's this tent. We have a little more to go off of for this one from an incomplete description. If a TEM with this gear is in overexertion, and that's all we know. If I had to guess, maybe it prevents the damage from overexerting, or maybe it allows you to use certain techniques while overexerting. Perhaps status moves are still usable while taking a nap in your tent. It could also give you a beneficial status effect when you overexert, like evasion or vigorized. Who's to say for sure? Now that we've looked at all the TEMs and techniques, let's take a look at some big features planned for the Arbory cycle. First of all, Kudos. Kudos is the name of the achievement system in Temtem. Completing certain accomplishments will earn you Kudos. Certain Kudos may also earn you in-game rewards, so achievement hunters will have new content to complete and badges of honor to show off. Next is the Trade House. This will function as an auction house for tamers to buy and sell TEMs, and maybe items as well. I'm really looking forward to this one, as currently my TEM deck is full and I really need a way to sell TEMs more easily than using the Discord. Also, there will be mounts. Teased in the early days of the Temtem Kickstarter, we will finally have the ability to ride certain TEMs as a mount. Specifically, there will be 2 mounts available for free from in-game quests, but aside from those free mounts, future mounts will be available for purchase from a cosmetic store planned for post-launch. In traditional MMO fashion, mounts let you run slightly faster, and in Temtem, they have the added benefit of avoiding all encounters while mounted. Full disclosure though, you won't be able to literally mount your TEMs. Like if you have a Luma Oshierra named P-Horse, you won't actually be able to mount P-Horse. You'll obtain a mount item of some unrelated Oshierra that you can equip as your mount. I think some tamers are a bit disappointed by this, and I can understand the fantasy of riding a TEM you raised yourself. Maybe this is a feature they'll change in the future. Another feature is Dojo Wars, a system where clubs can fight to control a dojo, sort of like a guild versus guild tournament. We don't know the specifics on this, but it sounds like a lot of fun, and I bet the rewards will be pretty dang good since it requires the coordination of your entire club to win. So maybe start looking for a club to join now and start training. Speaking of competitive PvP, your current and peak TMR will be reset with the release of Arbory. This is a good chance to hop on a fresh ladder and climb against other tamers. And that's all the features for Arbory. I should mention that some of these features are planned for Arbory's initial release, while others will come out a little bit later as part of Content Update 1. Arbory's initial release is focused on the main story and new TEMs, and the main bundle of new features will follow soon after. And that's just about everything we know coming with the Arbory update. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments. The devs love to release lots of little leaks every day, so there's a good chance they could reveal something huge while I'm in the middle of making this video. So check the comments in the description below for any updates. Thanks for watching! My name is Blunk, and I make Temtem content for YouTube. If you like this video, thanks! Stay tuned for more, and have a nice day.